Peace to everybody, back with another video. This is Jussie Smollett goes back to court on 6 new counts of making false reports to police. And of course, you know, CNN is fake news, literally. And as you can see, here is Jussie Smollett in the video, which I will not play. The legal whiplash in Jussie Smollett case keeps intensifying, with the former Empire actor facing new charges. So now this time Jussie Smollett is facing new charges for ridiculous false reports that are not true. Flanked by a massive entourage, Smollett entered a Chicago courthouse Monday for 6 new counts of making false reports to police for allegedly fabricating a hate crime. So now he got 6 more new charges on him for making false reports to police. Now come on, CNN cannot be trusted at all. Jussie Smollett was attacked on January of last year, and he made the police reports. Unfortunately, Eddie Johnson, who was fired, and the former mayor of Chicago, they say, oh, he was faking his own attack, blah, blah, blah. And that's not true at all, because they was not there. They never saw anything. So Rahm Emanuel and Eddie Johnson, they have no idea what was going on. And of course, here's Jussie Smollett himself. Smollett's attorney, Tina Gladian, entered a plea of not guilty on her client's behalf. So Smollett's attorney had entered a plea of not guilty on her client's behalf. Smollett was released on his own recognizance and did not have to post any money for bond. Judge James B. Lynn set the next hearing in the case for March 18th. So the next hearing will be March 18th. Smollett was released on his own recognizance. He didn't have to pay no money for bail this time. The last time Smollett was in court, it was under very different circumstances in March 2019. Smollett's 16 counts of disorderly conduct was unexpectedly dropped, setting off debate over whether Smollett received preferential treatment. Well, Jussie Smollett had no kind of special treatment. He's an actor for Empire, or used to be. He paid his $10,000 bond, did 2 days worth of community service. Wasn't that enough? And of course, Chicago, they want their $139,000, which they'll never get out of him. Monday, Smollett's attorney filed a motion to dismiss the new counts, saying they violate the double jeopardy clause. So Smollett's attorney filed a motion to dismiss the new counts, the 6 new charges that he's got, saying they violate the double jeopardy clause. So it was a double jeopardy that they violated. Gladian said Smollett's forfeiture of a $10,000 bond on his previous charges already amounted to a punishment. Yeah, so when Jussie Smollett had forfeited over the $10,000 and did his community service, that was already amounted to a punishment. So why punish him again if these charges were dropped, sealed, and everything else? Trying to punish him again a second time around is not permitted under the double jeopardy clause, Gladian said. You don't just get a do-over. And she's right. You don't get a do-over. A second time around is not permitted under the double jeopardy clause. So what they're trying to do is say, oh, well, he faked his own attack, blah, blah, blah. No, he did not, because he was sitting there making police reports. Body cameras came out, showed Jussie Smollett had a rope around his neck, and yes, I did see the footage. So in case you dumb trolls get any ideas, he also told the police that he had bleach poured on him. And here's a video of Smollett, which I will not play. Smollett, who is gay and black, said he was the victim of a racist and homophobic attack near his Chicago apartment on January 29, 2019. So Smollett is openly gay. He's black. He said he was the victim of a racist and homophobic attack near his Chicago apartment on January 29, 2019. Chicago police investigated the case as a hate crime, but later said the actor orchestrated the incident. They said he paid two acquaintances, brothers, Olavinjo and Abim Bola Ansandario, to stage the incident for publicity. So the police, they investigated the case as a hate crime, but later said the actor orchestrated the incident. Now, how would the police even know that if they was not there? They did not see what happened. They only investigated. They did a lot of hours investigating the crime scene and everything else that happened. And now the police were saying, oh, well, he orchestrated his crime. Oh, no. If Jussie Smollett is maintaining his innocence and he was the victim of a hate crime, then, the police need to shut up and sit down somewhere. Smollett was repeatedly denied making up or orchestrating the attack. Monday, the Ansandario brothers made their first appearance at a Smollett court hearing. So Smollett has repeatedly denied making up or orchestrating the attack. And of course he's going to deny it because he knows he was sitting there having all these police reports filed up. And of course, they're saying, oh, well, he faked his own attack. He poured the bleach on himself. He put the rope around his neck. Nah, I don't believe that for 1 minute. And of course, the Ansandario brothers, they made their first appearance at a Smollett court hearing. And here are the two Ansandario brothers that were in court for the Smollett court hearing. Afterward, the brothers' attorney Gloria Schmidt Rodriguez said the Ansandarios regret their role in the case. Regret what role in their case? How are they regretting anything if they're the ones that attack Jussie Smollett? And of course, Jussie Smollett has been fired from Empire that he can no longer be in because Lee Daniels had made that decision. But the Ansandario brothers, they're saying, oh, we regret. Regret what? That these two attacked Jussie? The brothers are sorry for their involvement, Rodriguez told reporters Monday. And yeah, well, what does she know? Rodriguez had told the reporters, oh, the brothers are sorry for their involvement. Yeah, what does she know? She wasn't even there either. The Ansandarios were in court Monday in the effort to support the process, their attorney said. Yeah, so the Ansandario brothers, they were in court today in effort to support the process, and this is what their attorney said. Oh, shout out to James Patterson, by the way, for their new book called Blindside. They're going to do everything they can to make this right. Smollett was initially indicted in March on 16 counts of felony disorderly conduct, but Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx suddenly dropped all charges weeks later. Prosecutor said Smollett had forfeited $10,000 in bail money and completed community service. So now they're saying, oh, they're going to do everything they can to make this right. Yeah, I find that hard to believe, too. Smollett was initially indicted in March on 16 counts of felony disorderly conduct last year, in 2019. But Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx suddenly dropped all charges weeks later. Prosecutor said Smollett had forfeited $10,000 in bail money and completed community service. Now that should have been enough right there. But no, instead they want to keep dragging him to court, saying, oh, he faked this, he did that, and made this up, blah, 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 and everything else. Come on. I do not trust the Chicago Tribune or the Chicago news outlet of any kind, because Chicago is a corrupt city. It is also known as the murder capital as well. Now, if Smollett did forfeit over $10,000 of bail money and completed community service, like I said, that should have been enough right there. And of course, here's Jussie Smollett himself. Smollett's new charges came after Dan K. Webb was assigned in August as a special prosecutor to investigate how Fox's office handled the case. So they had to hire Dan Webb, who was assigned in August as a special prosecutor to investigate how Fox's office handled the case. Based on the recommendation of the OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, a Cook County grand jury returned a 6-count indictment charging Jussie Smollett with making 4 separate false reports to the Chicago Police Department. Officers related to his false claims that he was the victim of a hate crime, knowing that he was not the victim of a crime. A statement from Webb's office said, well, you know what? That's full of crap. Because, Jussie Smollett is sitting there making police reports and they're not fake. And he said, oh, I'm maintaining my innocence. So that's what he's doing. And of course, the Cook County grand jury returned a 6-count indictment charging Jussie Smollett for making 4 separate false reports. Really? Come on. These people need to wake up and see the real truth. Several factors went into Webb's determination, including the extensive nature of Mr. Smollett's false police reports and the resources expended by the Chicago Police Department to investigate these false reports. So now they're trying to say several factors went into Webb's determination, including the extensive nature of Mr. Smollett's false police reports. Yeah, okay, keep dreaming. And the resources expended by the Chicago Police Department to investigate these false reports. First of all, the Chicago Police Department is totally corrupt. I mean, extremely corrupt. They make up false reports just to railroad somebody. Oh, well, this and this happened, and he made up this and that. He faked his own attack, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. Because if you're there making police reports, come on. I mean, this is totally insane what they're saying. And as long as Jussie Smollett is maintaining his innocence, he's going to, one way or the other, to win this case. Because, with CNN, you cannot trust them. It's fake news, false news, blah, blah, blah. They turn everything around, blah, blah, blah. And with the Chicago Police Department, they make up police reports that are not true. And, of course, the truth is always hidden underneath the lies. So you really got to look deep to find out what the real truth is. Leave your comments below. I am out.